Good evening YouTube, X-File 2708 back again with another video. As you can tell from the thumbnail, this is a video response to my good friend Sammy G. He put a video up a couple of days ago. It's another Halloween related one, but quite an interesting one, this one. Sammy, I believe, is going across to Tyneside Cinema on Halloween evening. And they're doing like a horror movie marathon, so I think he's able to select which films it is that he's going to watch for this all-nighter. It starts something daft like 11 o'clock at night and runs through to about 7:30 in the morning, so big props to you, Sammy. I couldn't do that these days. I really couldn't. If I get past midnight these days, it's been a decent night for me. So, but yeah, Sammy put up a new tag video, basically saying if you were to go to the cinema for an all-night movie marathon, what would your 4 horror movies be? Very kindly tagged myself and a couple of the other horror fanatics here in the community. So I've given it some thought over the last couple of days. 3 movies pretty much immediately sprung to mind, but I wasn't too sure on that 4th one, so been giving it some thought over the last couple of days, and I think I've decided on my 4. So without further ado, guys, I will share with you those 4 movies, and then, as is tradition, at the end I will tag 2 people to carry on the tag video. So first movie, guys, I was gutted. My good friend Tim Cole chose exactly the same movie for exactly the same reason. So I'm going to show it anyway, because before I saw any of the tag responses, my dark and warped mind thought this particular movie would be perfect for a cinema horror marathon. And that movie it's one I'll show on the iPad, guys, because I haven't got it back on physical media as yet. And there we go. So it is Dario Argento's Demons. So there we go. I'll show you that, and then I can put the iPad down. Now, just put that down carefully. My thinking, my fucked up mind, as it were. Basically, if you're in a cinema on Halloween night, you're going to be there from late in the evening through to the early hours. Then what better experience can you get than watching a movie where people are trapped in a cinema being attacked by zombies? I thought of that straight away, and I'm chuffed to bits that Tim thought exactly the same. It'd be great if they had random members of staff going around, making people jump and, grabbing their legs under the chairs and all that sort of thing while it was going on. I would piss myself laughing. I really would. So yeah, I thought, yep, Demons. That would definitely be my first choice. Next one, and again, it's another cinema-related movie that I think goes under the radar a hell of a lot, but it's an absolutely brilliant film, and it stars Robert Englund, obviously the legend that played the iconic Freddy Krueger, and that movie, there we go, is The Last Showing. Now, I don't know if you've seen this one before. For those of you that haven't, basically, what this is, Robert Englund's character plays a projectionist, obviously, that works in a cinema, and he decides that he's going to trap a couple in the cinema after the last showing. And basically, he then sets about recording his own horror movie. Absolutely brilliant film. Like I say, one of those movies that I think is very underrated and not spoken about very often. But again, people being trapped in a cinema, I think this will be the perfect choice for a Halloween cinema experience. So there we go. That's my second choice, guys. The Last Showing. Right. And then these were the couple that were a little bit more too difficult to decide on. So I thought, shall I go completely fucked up and absolutely blow people's minds with something really disturbing? So I thought, no, let's not do Human Centipede. Let's not put people through that experience. Let's give them... No, let's not give them Martyrs. Right. What I would choose is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974. Toby Hooper. I have never seen this in the cinema. But for me, it's one of the movies that's right up there that I would really love to see and experience on the big screen. You know, you've got the likes of Leatherface with his chainsaw. You've got all of the surround sound in the cinema. So when he's chasing his victims and the chainsaw's going off, you can hear it from all different sides. When he's bursting through that door and grabs the girl, and when people are screaming as they're being chased, I think that would be a super atmospheric and creepy movie that, you know, I've seen this film dozens of times over the years, and I think the experience that you'd get from seeing this at the cinema would absolutely blow you away. It's certainly one that I would love to experience, and, you know, even though I've seen it dozens of times over the years, I think it will be a unique experience to be able to watch this one at the cinema with you know, all that screaming and chainsaw action and edge of the seat stuff. So I think it will be a perfect choice for number 3. So there we go. That's my third movie that I would select. And then my last choice. This was again quite a difficult one. I did have 2 or 3 different ones, but again I was trying to think of something really atmospheric and creepy, something that would have people sat on the edge of the seats, and I went with the original Paranormal Activity. Again, such an atmospheric, creepy movie. Obviously, I'd say most people will have seen Paranormal Activity, but brilliant found footage paranormal movie. A lot of it seen from cameras that are being recorded. The scene specifically where the woman's dragged out of the bed and there's that massive thud. Even though I know that scene is coming, when it happens, it still makes me jump. You know, if I'm sat watching it with the soundbar turned up, or I've got my headphones on watching it in the dark and the volume turned right up, it still makes me jump to this day. So a few scenes in this one that I think would really benefit from people being able to see on the big screen. And it was another one that I missed back when it first came out. So Paranormal Activity for me would be choice number 4. So there we go, guys. Short and sweet, but yeah, we've got Demons as my first choice. We haven't got Martyrs and Human Centipede, but we've got Last Showing as choice number 2. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, choice number 3. And then finishing off the extremely late night with Paranormal Activity, and probably a couple of cans of Monster as well to keep us going. So there we go, guys. That's my tag response to the legend that is Sammy G. So thank you very much, Sammy, for tagging myself in that video. For anyone that isn't subbed to Sammy, please check out his channel. He puts content out regularly. Does really good collection overviews, movie reviews, retrospectives on directors, all of that good stuff that you know, we all know and love within the movie community. So link in the description to Sammy's channel. Now, I don't know everybody so far that's been tagged in this one, so I'm going to tag a couple of people that I don't see tagged very often in tag response videos. One of them's quite new to the movie community, and that is I'm not too sure what his name is, but his channel is the Flicks Files. Again, he's putting out some really good detailed content, movie reviews, in-depth looks into movies. I watched one yesterday where he did a retrospective deep dive into the James Brolin movie, The Car from 1977. And I think he also mentioned in that video that he's doing a deep dive into my all-time favourite movie, Steven Spielberg's The Duel from 1971. So really looking forward to that. He's got a brilliant presence on camera, does, you know, nice editing, showing footage from films and stuff in his videos that he puts up, and just a really nice, mellow, down-to-earth guy. So Flicks Files, if you've got the time to do it, I'd love to see your video response. And the other person now, he's back from moving house, and he's finally got his internet sorted. Pete over at Pedro's Movie Cavern. So would love to hear what 4 movies, horror movies, you would choose. So again, Pete puts up collection overviews, movie reviews. Really nice, down-to-earth guy. Puts up some mega long videos, but you know, they're perfect for me sometimes when you know, I've got that gap in the day, and you know, I want to sit and watch something on YouTube for an hour or so that's movie related, and always nice to have a watch of Pete's content when he puts it up. So Pete and Flicks Files, you're both tagged in this one, so look forward to your responses if you get the chance to do the video. So for everybody else, let me know what 4 movies you would choose, what your thoughts are on the 4 movies that I chose. So as always, guys, thanks very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now, guys.